Right, hello, this is Neil. Welcome back to a sexy approach to light and shading, or light and shadow. Let's go ahead and continue on rendering this leg down here. So the same principle applies here as this side was the darkest away. Kind of wanted to show that bone there a little bit. And I don't know if I got my anatomy right. I'm not sure if this bone extends to that one. No, I'm pretty sure it does. Extends to that one. Always to the inside one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. Whatever, I can look at a skeleton if I wanted to really quick, but I'm pretty positive that is correct, so I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to add too much shadowing on this one. Also, as you're shading a figure, even if you're looking at a reference, now like I said, I don't have a reference here for this, so I'm probably making mistakes. If I had a reference, I would know what side that went on. For sure, I wouldn't have to guess at it. I'm pretty sure that's right, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go check just to make sure. I'm going to look at a skeleton really quick. That way I can tell you guys for sure whether I was right. That way you don't have to wonder either, hey, is he right? I'm sure someone will leave a comment too saying, yeah, that's right. But I'm going to go check right now. I'm going to push pause just a second. Just want to kind of render that a little bit. Maybe add just a little bit of light in some parts here. There we go. But as you're shading a thing, I'm not really paying attention to like style or real artisticness. Otherwise I would have drawn the lines all different, with different weights and stuff. But I just wanted something to draw on top of. But so I would have just drawn it all differently, and I would have shaded it differently too, because it's all kind of uniform. I mean, it gets dark as I'm coming down here, and I'll probably push all that down there darker even more with like a multiplier or something, or just going over it some more. But you kind of want to, it doesn't want to be so dark like this everywhere. I'm just showing the principles of shading right now, but to make it easier. But if I were to make this look more like a piece of art, even if this is how it looked in a reference, if I was looking at a reference, and even if this was how it looked, I'd still want to change it to make it more artistic by making, let's say, all this lighter up here, and just pushing the really darks, as dark as all this is right now, just here, and then way down here, because all this is going away from us. And this arm will probably be all light because I want it to go away. This arm will be darker, and darker here, lighter up here, before it looks like it's coming toward us. The part of interest, the part that's coming toward us, I want more dark. I'd have a lot of dark around her face because I want you to look there first. Dark here, so you can kind of go from here to here. This will all be kind of faded and lightly shaded. I might even lightly shade anyway. Darker here to look here first, then to look here. This would all just kind of fade out into the background. I'd actually shade all this where it just kind of fades into the background. And so the point of interest will be here, here, and the dark here, so kind of lead your eye in this circle motion so you stay looking at the image. Anyway, those are more advanced techniques for shading. You have to first learn how to shade it to make it look like it has 3D form. I think I'm just going to kind of shade all this really dark, and I'm using gray. I want black. I was wondering why I was like taking so long to build the color up there. Okay, so this leg here, this part is going to be my darkest dark. Not up there so much, but as I come down here it will be. This is where it's going to start getting really dark. Kind of want to show that muscle a little bit. Now I'm going to kind of do some lines up. I'm going to push them up that way. So I'm not pushing down. I'm only stroking on the up because I want to show those lines. Sometimes it's good to add lines, and then I'm going to have this crease here, and I just know from experience that I'm going to get light right there, even though here as well. So I'm going to add a little bit of highlight here and there. So I'm going to kind of, what I'll do actually is I'll kind of shade all this in. I'm going to kind of go with the form. Then notice this is all kind of going with the shape of the form, all these lines right now. And then I'm going to kind of pull up from the knee. I'll do that too, but Then I'm going to kind of add some lines like this. Oh, that's too many. I want them really light. Oh, come on. Just to kind of show the form. Oh, why is it doing that so often? So I just want to kind of show the form in a couple places there. I can do some crossover lines like that. They're really light, but that helps define the form. And I know I'm going to have this kind of crease of light right here, just from experience of, drawing from reference so often. I know that's going to happen, so I might as well just put it in there before I don't forget. I really want to kind of smooth off of this here. No, not like that. Oh man, not having the right driver. What a pain. Like, you would think that any one from their website would work, but maybe something else got messed up. I hope not. I guess if so, I'll just have to reinstall everything. Uninstall everything and reinstall it. The software and the drivers, everything for my tablet, and then software like Photoshop software and stuff. Now I know all this right here is going to be kind of dark too, so I want to kind of push all that and kind of wrap up. Cause you remember this is going farthest away from the light as it's coming up like that. This line right here defines the form. That's where the light is mostly going to be hitting. As we get further away from that on both sides, it's going to get darker. And then as we get down here too, it's going to get darker because now we also have this line here, and so this is pulling back away from the light. So from the side view, it's like that, so it's pulling back away from the light. This whole knee right here is going to be, and I didn't define the knee yet so much. I should have done that more, so I'm going to use white. I want to define the knee a little bit in here, and then I'll go back to black. I want to kind of show there's a knee there. Okay. So as you see, we're making progress. And just for all this doesn't kind of blend into one shape, I'm going to kind of whiten that up. Like so. Probably should erase it just in case I decide to put a different background. Next is the face, and so, oh damn. One thing I know is that all this side of the face, come on, pick that color, there we go. Sometimes with the Cintiq it's weird when you get towards the edges. That's the main thing I don't like about it. I want to shade both parts here. Beneath the eyes, it's pretty much always going to be dark. So you can just like put that in right away, like on this top here, beneath the eyebrows I should say, because it's socket. This is all going in, so that's always going to be darker. I know that the hair is going to make all this darker up here. The whole face is probably going to be, I don't want it to be white anywhere, except for maybe on the nose and the cheek. Maybe in this case, I don't think anywhere. So I want all that to be shaded in a little bit. This is going to be my darkest darks, all right here in the face area. And I really want to reserve my darkest darks for the face area too, because I really want to pop that. I want to pop it out. I'm just pulling up on the upstroke right now. She's going to have kind of light here, so just going to kind of reflect that a little bit. This side will be darker because you want to treat it again like you have two things here, so this side will be dark and that side's going to receive a little bit of light, because almost like two spheres. So it'd be like that and that, so you'd have light here and then light here, so dark on this side, dark on this side, right? That's really ugly, so hold on. Okay, so it'd be dark on this side and dark on that side of the sphere, because you have two spheres. And then you can kind of push out of that one a little bit. So you kind of treat the hair like that too, and it works pretty good. Just not quite as exaggerated as spheres, or cylinders rather. Oh, I meant cylinders, not spheres. Okay, I really want to push this side of the face, really get it in, because this is so tiny, there's no reason for me to like get into too much detail with the different face shapes, but you want to learn the planes of the face. And when you learn the planes of the face, it'll make it easier for you to shade faces. So just, like I said, get a book on anatomy or something and learn the planes of the face, how to break it down into individual shapes. Like you have the shape here, the nose, shape over there, and forehead. But it's not too difficult once you learn them. The armpit's gonna be really dark, so I can go ahead and put that in dark now. And I'm gonna come here with the shoulder. It's gonna be one shape, and it's all gonna be. This is gonna be darker. Okay, I'm out of time.